There is a big distraction that most people have to deal with, and there is an easy fix. Good to see you again. Unless this is your first time, then hi, how you doing? Good to meet you. Fred Moore here, time management expert, and as always, bald guy, putting these videos out quite frequently. So do me a favor. You've been enjoying them. I know you have. Do me a favor. Hit the like button, share these videos with your friends, comment on them, send this out into the world, and we can all help people to do so much more. But let's get into it. This big distraction. Now, this is an easy fix for a big distraction. Easy fix, but it's a distraction that most of us have to deal with every single day that we're working. When we're at the office or the home office or something, it's a big distraction. What is it? I'm going to tell you. It's not social media. It's not what you're thinking. No, it's not interruptions. Specifically, people interrupting your day. Happens all the time, doesn't it? Yeah. You're sit there, you're working, you're in the zone, your nose to the grindstone, you're getting stuff done, and somebody comes by and knocks on the door. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I have a question for you. Blah, 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 blah. And the question, it just goes off and it leads you down the rabbit hole and you're off. And then, you got to get back. You got to get back. Yeah, because they always pop in. It's always the same way. Hey, can I have a minute? It's never a minute. Trust me, it is never a minute. It's more than a minute. Why is this a big deal? Well, these small little minutes add up throughout the day. Somebody takes 5 minutes from you and they do that every hour for 8 hours, 8 times, that's 40 minutes, right? That's lunch. That's gone from your day that somebody else took. Now, maybe it's important. Maybe it's an issue you need to deal with. That's fine. But when you're focused on work, when you're focused on really important work that you need to get done, there's a simple thing you can do to either get rid of these distractions or really, really reduce these distractions. Because here's why it's so important. When your focus is pulled off of what you're doing, it takes an average of 5 to 15 minutes to get fully focused back on what you were doing, right? If I'm writing here, if I'm writing and I'm working on my next book or something like that, and somebody interrupts me, somebody knocks at the door, somebody comes in that they need my attention for something, right? It pulls me off track, and it's like, okay, now I'm thinking about whatever the problem is whatever the issue is there. What do you need for lunch? All right, now I'm thinking about that. And it takes my brain a few minutes to get back to where I was at, right? The progress I was making. And again, these few minutes here and there add up throughout the day, throughout the week, and throughout the year, right? If you lose an hour a day for a year, do the math, 365 hours. That's a lot. That is a lot. That's like a vacation that you just lost. So these tiny little interruptions are really easy to fix. This is what I do. I close my door. Just close your door, right? If you don't have a cubicle, all right, if you're in a cubicle, you can't really do that. Maybe, I don't know, put up a blanket in front of you, the thing. Yeah, there's something that you can probably do. Put up a sign, all right? Put up a police tape in front of your cubicle, right? Just do not enter. But I have a home office. This is where I'm at. This is my office. I'm at home. And there's a rule. If the door is closed, don't bother me. Okay? That means right now my door is closed. Why? Because I'm talking to you, doing these videos, right? I can't be interrupted. I don't want to be pulled off. It's not like, honey, we need eggs. Okay, I'll be right back. No, the door is closed. Don't come knocking unless there's a fire, unless there's an emergency, something like that. Quick story. My daughter, when she was probably about 3, maybe 4 years old, at home, I had the office door closed one day, and she comes and I hear this this little gentle knock on the door. And I know it's her because I heard her coming. And I hear this knock, knock, Daddy. And I don't do anything. I don't say anything because I know that she knows doors closed. Don't, and it wasn't like she was like, Daddy, then obviously I'm going to open the door. But she just, Daddy. And I didn't say anything. I just kept working. And then I hear a gentle knock again. Daddy, Daddy. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, what's going on? Then I hear my wife, right? She comes over and she's like, hey, honey, what are you doing? Daddy's door is closed. Why do you keep knocking? And she goes, well, like Daddy told me, try again. I know, it was cute. I opened the door, I gave her a hug. I'm like, yes. And she's like, did you see my toy? I'm like, that's fabulous. Okay, bye. And then she left. Yeah. And I got back to my day. That was worth losing the time, okay? Other times, close the door, put a sign on the door, do not disturb, right? Just don't call me, turn your phone off, whatever. But just the simple act of closing your door is going to prevent most people from coming in, right? Especially if you have a sign on there saying, do not enter, I'm working, right? Let people know. It's like, hey, if the door is closed, if this sign is up, that means I'm doing focused work and I do not want to be interrupted. Just by doing this, not only will you be saving time throughout the day, but the quality of the work that you're doing is going to be so much better because you're going to be focused on this one thing. Okay? If you've watched some of my other videos, I'm talking about working on one thing at one time and not having 17. That's a whole other video. But just by doing this simple thing, shutting the door, getting rid of that distraction, or at least reducing it tremendously, because some people, they need your attention right now and they're going to come barging in, especially if it's the boss. Yes, my wife knocks on the door, I open it because I'm smart and I'm happily married. That's why. Simple thing that you can do. Close the door. It'll interrupt, it'll get rid of that distraction that you have. You're going to save some time. Speaking of time, get some more of your time back. 5 hours back in your week, I want to give to you right now. It's right here in my pocket. Enjoy. Okay, you do have to do a little something. Go to 5hoursback.com. You'll see a video. There's a PDF if you like to read things instead of watching the video. I don't know. You can do that. These things will teach you how to get at least about 5 hours back in your week. 5 hours back that you can use to do so much more. We'll see you next time.